Amber,
forecast us
are we
some
going to be at work
numbers.
together tomorrow? Hey, you know what? If I won, you would not know. But the only sign would be the copious amounts of shelter animals I have adopted in my bigger house that I end up buying. That's the only way you'd know that I won the Powerball. Take a look at our beautiful sky we have this morning. We did have a lot of smoke in the air, of course, because of the fire out at the Gentilly Ridge Apartments. But now we're seeing, as we move the camera towards the south again, you can see a lot of blue skies. 85 degrees right now out at New Orleans International. Light winds from the northeast. We head to Bay St. Louis. Another gorgeous camera here. Not a cloud in the sky. 81 degrees here. Winds out of the northeast. Just barely a whisper at 3 miles per hour. So not too bad of a start out there. Very typical summer for us. The calendar still says summer out there. It's feeling like it. Temperatures back into the low 90s today. I think a lot of us are going to pop between 90 and 92. And you've got some clouds that will move through today. They're not going to be a lot of clouds, so you still have a lot of sunshine. So just keep that in mind if you're spending some time outdoors. In terms of rain chances, they are very low. I'm going to tell you right now, this model really overdoes it quite a bit, but it's showing you where some of the energy will move through. Isolated, less than 20% chance for some rain and storms, and the same for tomorrow. This is all from a trough to our north here, just kind of dragging through a little bit of energy, but I think our chances for rain are very low over the next few days. So low storm chances not just into tomorrow and Friday, but even into Saturday. I think they're going to stay pretty low. Hot temperatures are really going to be the name of the game for the next few days, with a weak front moving through early next week, and that's going to usher in, at least it looks like it's going to usher in some drier air. So here's how that could look. We've got this ridge of high pressure off towards our west. We have a couple of fronts that will just ride around this trough here, almost like spokes on a wheel, but a stronger one will try to dip to the south. Of course, it's not going to give us a big cool down, but it will help to give us some maybe better rain chances. I also want to point out here this ridge of high pressure. There will be some energy riding around that from a hurricane in the Pacific. I'm going to give you that update here in just a second, but it could bring some rain and storms to folks in Texas. And some of the models, and your phone could show you this over a few days, some of the models kind of try to bring that into Louisiana. At this point, I don't think that's going to happen. It looks like consensus is going to stay in Texas. It's going to be moving, so it's not going to be a repeat of what we saw a few months ago with some heavy rain there. But this could certainly generate some rain chances for us. There is that hurricane. That's Lorena. It is moving inland here over the next few days. It'll just bring some energy through Texas and some heavier rain chances. So certainly watching that here. But the rain chances for us, again, they're going to be pretty low. And even when we start to increase them, they're not going to be high Sunday, Monday, and into Tuesday. We'll certainly tailor that as we get closer if it looks like the atmosphere will squeeze out some more rain. But right now, it's not going to be a real huge chance here. Also watching out in the tropics in the eastern Atlantic, I'm sure you've heard this is our next system that is likely to be named Gabrielle. I want to show you what some of the models are showing here. So this is the upper level energy map. So this shows us where we could maybe see some spin. Does this all come together? The consensus is that this is probably going to develop, possibly towards the end of the week. This is heading into the weekend. Notice it's not going to be moving very far here. And the models really diverge in where it's going to move. But folks in the Lesser Antilles, the Leeward Islands are going to be watching this one closely. If it turns into something stronger earlier, it could get certainly pulled back out into the Atlantic. But that is definitely looking likely to be our next named storm. That would be Gabrielle. And then after that, we have Umberto. So here's your forecast for the next 7 days. This is what we are following. Lots of 90s, mid 90s for Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. So it is certainly going to be a hot one for you. Spotty storms are back again as we head into Sunday. And then once that front moves through on Monday, Tuesday, of course, it brings a few more chances for some rain, possibly some lower humidity, but also starts to bring in some more 80s as well for highs. Shelby?